So one of my first videos was me talking about my car experience when I went to a car dealership to purchase a new car, and it was just a complete shit show. What I didn't mention in the video was when they ran my credit to approve me for the car, they ran my credit 11 times. Yes, when it was all said and done, I had 11 hard inquiries on my credit report. Now, had I known what I know now back then, I would have absolutely went and disputed those, knowing that you could dispute hard inquiries that you did not authorize. But that's okay. Lesson learned. Now this is me letting you know that you are able to actually dispute hard inquiries that you did not authorize on your credit report, and we're going to go into that. Welcome back to my channel, guys. My name is Kama Mills, and this is Boss Lux, a channel documenting a journey to success because success begins with the mind. Today we're going to discuss ways to dispute hard inquiries on your credit report so you can remove them. Now, I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but if you have too many hard inquiries on your credit, it does look bad when you do go to apply for a mortgage or a credit card. You may sometimes even get declined because you've had too many inquiries. This is actually me speaking from experience. What are inquiries and what are the different types regarding credit? Inquiries is when someone takes a look at your credit report. Even if you take a look at your credit report, if someone pulls your credit report, whether it's for a loan, a car, a credit card, a mortgage, if you want to check your own credit, those count as inquiries. Now, if you pull your own credit, it is a soft pull. Also known as a soft pull. Soft inquiries do stay on your credit report up to 6 months. Sometimes they can drop off quicker than that. Hard inquiries can stay on your credit report up to 24 months. Now, if you receive any pre-approval letters or anything like that, those credit companies can do a soft inquiry pull on your credit report. However, you can get those removed. You can dispute those if that is not something you authorized. You can also dispute those hard inquiries if you didn't authorize those as well. So, let's get into the video. According to FCRA, the Fair Credit Report Act, you as a consumer have the right to dispute anything on your credit report that is inaccurate, false, fraud. Anything that you did not authorize is wrong, is considered wrong on your credit report, and you can absolutely dispute that. Even if it's not wrong, you can still dispute that. You can practically dispute any and everything on your credit report, but we're going to focus on the things that are inaccurate. So inquiries make up 10% of your credit report. So the more inquiries you have, the more it kind of looks bad on you, as in you don't really have funds right now, or you're desperately looking for new kind of credit to pay for whatever it is that you're looking for. So the less inquiries that you have, the better. Now, this is in terms of trying to get approved for a mortgage. If you are trying to get approved for a mortgage and you have more than 5 inquiries within the last 6 months, you may actually get declined. You may not get approved for that mortgage that you're looking for. Same thing with a credit card. You may not get approved for a credit card if you have more than 5 within the past 6 months. So just keep in mind when you are looking for credit cards, or you go shopping and they say, hey, would you like to save 10% on your total purchase today by opening up a new credit card? Don't do it. The more you do it, the more it hurts you. So that is something to keep in mind. Of course, you can hire somebody to help you remove those inquiries off of your credit report, but it is really simple to do it yourself. All you need is a credit inquiry removal letter or a template, which I am going to have linked below in the description. Have one of those, type it up, send it, and you're good to go. Now we're going to go into what that letter looks like, and we're going to go into what you would need in order to dispute that. The first step is to obtain a copy of your credit report, which you can find at annualcreditreport.com. That is a website where you're allowed one free credit pull by the government. You can use that to review your credit report and make sure everything is accurate, from your name to address to accounts that are opened in your name, to make sure that there are no fraud activities, identity theft, or anything of that sort. So you have that in front of you and scan through it with a fine-tooth comb to make sure everything is accurate. Now, if you find any inquiries that aren't accurate or any inquiries that you did not authorize, in my case, where my credit report was ran 11 times, I only authorized one credit pull from that car dealership. So technically speaking, 10 of those hard inquiries would have been removed had I disputed it. So how would you go about in doing that? Once you have a copy of your credit report in front of you, highlight every dispute that you want to dispute, or highlight every inquiry that you want to dispute. Once you highlight the disputes, you're going to use the template linked in the description below for drawing up your letter. Now, verbiage is really important when it comes to writing this letter to the credit bureaus. You're going to be sending these letters to the credit bureaus, so verbiage matters. The description matters. Being specific matters. Everything has to be clear and concise, straight to the point, but still friendly at the same time. Each credit bureau will have their own separate letter because each credit bureau reports different inquiries. Now, you have a copy of your annual credit report, so you have exactly what inquiries are going to be on your credit report. So how is this letter going to look? At the very top, you're going to have your name, your address, your social security number, your date of birth, today's date, the credit bureau that you're sending it to. So there are 3 main credit bureaus. You're going to either be sending it to Equifax, Experian, or TransUnion. And underneath it, you're going to have their address. So again, specify the credit bureau that you're sending it to, find their exact address, and that's going to be at the header of your letter. Now, in the body of the letter, you're going to pretty much write to them explaining what your reason is for writing to them. You're going to let them know you found you have a copy of your credit report and you are disputing a credit inquiry from this company on this date. Now, if you have multiple inquiries, you're going to list them out accordingly. On this date, there's an inquiry from this company. On this date, there's an inquiry from this company. And you're going to keep doing that for each letter. And then last but not least, in this letter, you're going to request that they look into it a little bit further, investigate the inquiry on your credit report, and by law, they have 30 days to respond to your dispute. By law. Again, this is from FCRA, the Fair Credit Report Act. So if they don't respond to it within 30 days, they have to remove that inquiry. And that's really the summary of the actual letter itself. I'm telling you guys, it's as simple as it sounds. It's not difficult at all. If you use my template below or any template that you find, stick to the format and you should be good. Now, what exactly would you need with that letter? You have a copy of your credit report. I would definitely suggest printing out 2 copies, probably just 4. Okay, 1 copy for yourself and 1 copy for each credit bureau, which is 3 main credit bureaus. So 4 copies altogether. So 4 copies of the credit report. Insert the credit report into each of the envelopes. Each of the envelopes have to have documentation proving that it's you. You need a photo ID, a copy of your social security card, and a copy of your utility bill. Now, if you do hire a credit repair company to look into these inquiries for you and they don't ask you for any of those things, that may just be a red flag. You might want to look for another credit repair company because they might not know what they're doing. So again, in this envelope, you have your letter, you have your credit report, a copy of your license or state ID, a copy of your social security card, and your utility bill. Mail that letter, certified mail. Of course, you don't want to mail this regular because your documents are in there. This is your livelihood. Once that goes missing, let's not think about that. But mail this certified mail. You're going to label the envelope, mail the letter to the specific credit bureau. So if it's Equifax, put Equifax's address on there. If it's TransUnion or Experian, put their address on there and send it off to them. Once you mail the letter off to them, they have 30 days to respond. If they don't respond to you, it is against the law. By right, they have to remove the credit inquiry from your credit report. And it's actually really simple. So if you're looking for their address, just Google the address. I would personally not suggest disputing anything for your credit report online. Do everything written, because when you do it online, you do waive certain rights to certain things, and it's actually easier for the creditors to verify the information or verify your authorization and stuff like that. So I would actually really avoid doing any kind of disputes online. I would definitely have it written out in a letter, send it off to them. Boom. And that is it. Like I said, it is as simple as it sounds. If you don't get a response within a certain time frame, again, you have to get a response within 30 days, but if you don't get a response, see if you can dispute it again via writing. If you dispute it online and you don't get a response, or they ignore you, or whatever the case is, you actually can't dispute it again. So that is another reason why you want to do this in writing. But again, that is it. It's as simple as it sounds. If you like the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want more content like this. Press the notification bell to stay tuned. We do upload every Thursday, so stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. Again, remember, success begins with the mind.